Hello and welcome. This is Not So Live. This is Double R and this is episode 17. So it is Friday. The weekend has started and I hope everyone's looking forward to it. If people do have to work the weekend, I take my hat off to you. Fair play. But for anyone else, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Nice well-deserved break. So the start of the episode, I'm going to talk about the film Blues Brothers, which was released in June 20th, 1980, starring Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, and they play the two main characters, Jake and Elwood. It also stars Carrie Fisher, John Candy, Charles Napper, Henry Gibson and Kathleen Freeman. There is also some music icons, James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, Shaka Khan and John Lee Hooker. And if you've not seen the film, which I think most people will have done, it's comedy gold. I'd never really watched the film properly, sorry about that, and then someone mentioned it, it's like, if you like your comedy films you should give it a watch. So I did and I thought it was fantastic. So the film really is, it starts off, Jake gets released from jail, his brother Elwood picks him up in this old police car he got from one of those police auctions, and their real sole purpose in the film is to put the band back together so they can raise money to save the Roman Catholic orphanage that they was raised in. It's run by a nun that they refer to as the Penguin, and throughout the film they're basically looking for the band members, and they keep telling everyone that they're on a mission from God. And it's just basically, I think it's about $5,000, they've got to get together to save the orphanage. It has got some good tunes. Some of the songs are Everybody Needs Somebody, Shake It Out Feather, Think, Jailhouse Rock, and even the theme tune from Rawhide. The film runs for 133 minutes. So if you haven't watched it, it is worth a watch. I think it's on Netflix, and I'm sure they also showed it on ITV4 not long ago. I don't know if it was the other week it was on, but if you're not, it is definitely on Netflix, I think. So yeah, that's the first film. So the next film I'm going to talk about is Friday, which was released April 26, 1995. It stars Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac and John Witherspoon. So if you've not watched it, it is a good funny film. It's one of my favourite comedies to watch. There's I also think this might be on Netflix as well, not 100% sure, but I'm sure I've seen it on there. There is two other films, follow-on films. I think it's next Friday and Friday after next. I might be mistaken, I am sure. But I'm going to speak about Friday. This was the first film. And it starts off where Craig, who's played by Ice Cube, he got fired from his job, and basically he's got to find work or go back to college or school. He spends the Friday sat on the front porch with his best friend Smokey, who's played by Chris Tucker, and Smokey encourages him to partake in smoking marijuana. Smokey gets the marijuana and he's supposed to sell it, not smoking, from a person called Big Worm, who's played by Bernie Mac. Big Worm realises that he is selling the stuff and tells Smokey that he owes him 200 quid and he needs it by 10 PM or the both ending up dead. It don't sound much of a comedy when I explain it like that, but it is a comedy. It is funny. It's one of them films I think you can watch again and again. Well, I can. Me personally, I can watch it again and again. I do enjoy the film. One of the scenes in the film became an internet meme, and also Quentin Tarantino counted Friday as one of his top 20 favourite films of between 1992 and 2009. And if you've not watched it, it's well worth a watch. It might not be to everyone's liking. Everyone is different. Some people might not find it funny or whatever, but if you're into that kind of comedy stuff, I think you'll enjoy it. So, they are the two films I've chosen to talk about this evening. If anyone has got a film that they enjoy watching, it doesn't have to be a comedy, just a film that they enjoy. And this one of them films, it don't matter how many times you've seen it, you just watch it over and over again. And because I enjoy doing that. You get back from work on a Friday and just put your feet up, buy yourself some food, and just put a film on and just relax, you know, get rid of all the stress from work, and maybe even have a beer, who knows. And it's just nice just to chill out. I do have the cat with me again this evening. She likes to sit round, curl up and just watch what I'm doing. I'm not going to put her on the film, but yep, she's just chilling, bless her. So, I know I said the two films I'm going to talk about was Blues Brothers and Friday, but then I've just thought another comedy classic that I've not saw for some time is The Mask, starring Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz. It came out, I think it was 94. That for me again, Jim Carrey quality, especially in The Mask and Ace Ventura. They was two films growing up that I enjoyed watching, and I still do now. It's just the wacky kind of comedy and stuff. And I think he was also in The Grinch. I watched that not as long back. I'm sure it was on the telly, ITV4. That is another. It's a bit, looking back now, it's kind of wacky, but it's comedy classic for me. I do enjoy watching it. I might actually watch it the weekend. And thinking about it, you know, you think about something, you think, oh, I've seen that for ages. So I might give it a watch. If I do, I will let you know. I pretty much, it just come to me. While because you start talking about films and you start thinking, so I started thinking, what other comedy films is there? And I know there's a ton of Carry On films starring Sid James and Barbara Windsor, and these are like from the 60s, but brilliant comedy films. A bit slapstick but funny, and I might do a video on them one day, and because I know there's quite a few. They was going for a good 15 years, I think. I know Sid James passed away, and I know Harry Corbett took over for one. I think that was Carry On Screaming. I'm watching them with my nan and granddad as a kid, and if they're on telly, which I think they am every now and again, I'll give them a watch. So that is all for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and thank you if you view the videos, and if you like them or subscribe, even comment. I do appreciate it. And like I said before, if there is if there is a film that you enjoy watching, just leave a comment, and I'll feature it in the next episode I do. I don't mind doing that. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will be back again tomorrow. So all enjoy.